Guys, I know some of you already know, but I want everybody on the same page. XRP holders can today get any better or crazier? Well, tomorrow breaking. We're getting an XRP ETF. Yes, exactly what I just told you, but you might wonder like, wait, aren't we waiting for the SEC or what's going on, Oscar? Well, guys, this is different. I'm going to go everything. I'm going to take my time, no rush. This is going to be a 2x XRP ETF, basically a leveraged XRP ETF. And these are pretty common in the stock market. In fact, before doing crypto, I mean, you could do leverage SPY, the S&P 500 ETFs, QQQ leverage ETFs. There's many leverage ETFs which allows you to be more bullish, to plan to buy ETF that are going to make you more money than the actual value of the index, right? But in this case, this one, I'll read it for you. A 2x XRP ETF is launching tomorrow in the US, the first ever XRP ETF on the market. It's going to be actually the first one. It's like so much happened today. People are barely getting the dip or so, and we're getting this product tomorrow. Yes, we are. Very odd. Maybe a first, that's a new asset, first ETF is leverage, right? Spot XRP is not approved. So the 10 plus, 15, plus that we are still waiting in the pipeline, those are not approved yet by the SEC, but the odds are very high. So this is the story. Johnny Deaton is basically saying, dude, this is awesome, right? Because people are saying this issuer, it's basically launching to, a 2x long daily ETF by the token name, by the ticker XXRP. So XXRP, kind of difficult to say, but it's okay, fam. Price of XRP is above the 161, and we're seeing, of course, prices. Also remember that we have the co-invest derivatives. They're also launching the futures coming soon, later in April. So this is really big news, guys. Let me tell you the full story, guys. Don't go anywhere. Drop a like, smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Always here keeping you in the know. In my previous video, I told you I looked in the face and said, hey guys, I'm not leaving. We're still holding the line. Pretty happy that we bought the dip. Man, what a crazy 24 hour it's been like. This is the very beginning of today, Monday, like all the way, and we'll see what happens. The week is barely starting, but I'm sure that many of you are already pretty happy that you bought the dip, and we'll see. Well, I mean, right now, what else do we know that the United States and China are in constant brawl? They're trying to make some numbers work, and there's a bunch of countries calling the United States. There's a bunch of countries and heads of state calling Donald J. Trump right now. Marco Rubio is pretty busy today, and so they're going to do that work, and we'll get the news. But man, plus we got those fake news that the 90-day pause on the tariffs, that was fake news that we added like $2.5 trillion when the news broke. Then they basically sold off. So it was a pump and dump and pump and dump. It's just crazy, guys, what we saw at the very beginning of today, but we're still here, so stick with us, fam. Also, first link down below, guys. Look, don't tell many people, but you can still make money as the price goes down. What do I mean? It's not that I'm bearish, but I'm just saying 200x plus short. I open it at 190. I close it at 174. Pretty decent trade. I mean, if you want to know the truth, that is why I want to welcome you guys to BTCC. First link down below. Sign up right now. We're really doing the best we can. Demo trading, live trading, it really allows you to trade, to start getting excited, to learn with fictional money. Then you come to live trading and you're like, okay, this is my money. And boom, right? I mean, it's actually make some great real money with the experience that you have. So you're not just going and losing money because you got a trend. You got to know how to do this thing. Sign up right now. Use my link down below. Get bonuses. Welcome everything, guys. So check it out. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy about myself to get all that 4-digit position. I love it. It just comes to show that I'm bullish in XRP, but you can still make money as the price goes down, Here's what's going on. This Investment Advisors LLC is launching a leverage exchange credit fund linked to cryptocurrency XRP, the asset at the center of the recently ended probe of Ripple Labs by their US regulators. So the 2x daily XRP ETF, which aims to use swaps to over twice the daily return of the XRP token. That's what I'm saying, like it's leverage. So I think a lot of people will want to get into that one first, but we'll have to see the demand. I think it's going to provide a bunch of numbers and demand ratios to see if actual people want to jump in, because it's going to be the first one launching in the market, right? Which is pretty good. Starts trading on Tuesday tomorrow, according to the company's website. The product will be the first ETF of its kind in the US to offer exposure to the fourth largest cryptocurrency with a market value around $111 billion. The ETF will trade under the ticker XRP and have a 1.85 expense ratio. So this is the thing, right? When you want to buy ETFs, some of them will have fees. One of the reasons that we like to buy the coin on the blockchain or from an exchange, you pay some fees for the transaction. But when you buy the ETFs, sometimes you have to pay the fees to the managers, right? So it comes without saying, right? Now what is Johnny Deaton saying? Which is one of the people, that we like to listen to when it comes to XRP. What a difference 4 years makes. Around this time, 4 years ago, I was filing a motion to intervene into the Ripple case, asking Judge Torres to allow the imputative class XRP holders to become actual defendants in the case. Most lawyers laugh. They just like, what are you doing? Although, to be honest, I didn't blame them or even get mad. It had never been done before. I knew Judge Torres will never force the SEC to sue. At the time, 12,000 plus XRP holders, which grew to 75,000, but man, they did send the right message. Other than sending that message, my real goal was to be appointed as counsel, which the petitionary writes, which is in effect she did. In her summary judgment decision, she ruled XRP itself is not a security, citing XRP holders' affidavits as one of the reasons for her decision. On 2 separate occasions within her written ruling, Judge Torres cites the efforts we made, the affidavits and the footnote 16, and today this is like the 20th XRP-related ETF. Never say you can't make a difference. Well done. Yeah, everybody in the entire industry are speaking out. And I want to tell you something that it pisses me off, man. Guys, I saw it earlier today. Brad posted this on the 3rd. And look at this. Zach, this guy, bro, point of view, you are a Ripple conference attendee, paying Brad Gowninghouse and Ripple to dump hundreds of millions on you. Trust your Ripple team. They really are going against XRP and Ripple. I don't like it. Classic Bitcoiner, Bitcoin Maxis. So yeah, FYI, you never know where the attack is going to come from, right? By the way, guys, there's also some other news, cool runs. Ripple just posted a video with the Cardano ADA logo. And yes, if you go to Ripple, you're going to see how it's right there. Let me show you right here. You come to Ripple, and then there it is, reshaping financial markets, and there's the Cardano. So pretty nice. I think people in Cardano are pretty happy to see that, obviously. They're saying speculating, right? Any announcement partnership coming in. So right now the price of XRP continues above the minimum, which still at 180 after everything that happened. I'll take it. BTC, almost 80 went up, even though with all the manipulation that we had, at 9 a.m. in the morning, it's canceled and it's coming down. It was just a mess. It was a complete mess. What happened today, fam? And this is also coming up. Guys, give it a try to BTC for sure. Links down below so you can sign up and start trading. And all kinds of positions right now are delicious, man. I just decided to buy it. I just decided to go in. And what a day, man. What a day it's been. But we're here still standing strong. And I just keeping, XRP holders. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the lives. What a crazy start of the week. Black Monday. Well, it was kind of like a Black Sunday, to be honest with you. It wasn't that bad, because the worst, as I knew, came the day before. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's why I bought in the morning of today, because I knew my chances of losing money were going to be pretty small. And I was right. Peace.